Some women carry a light they don't even recognize, a strength that was forged in silence, a softness the world couldn't break. They walk through life unnoticed, yet every step they take is guided, protected, and shaped by a divine hand. These women do not ask for attention. They do not announce their worth. But Allah marks them in ways the world cannot see. If you have ever felt different, if you have ever loved deeply, endured quietly, or risen after pain that should have destroyed you, then stay with this video, because today you will discover the hidden signs Allah places inside a woman when He chooses to elevate her. The first and most powerful mark of a woman favored by Allah is a heart that refuses to harden, even after it has been shattered. Life does not spare her. She experiences betrayals from those she trusted, disappointments from the people she loved most, and losses that leave a permanent ache in her chest. Yet, despite all of this, she does not allow pain to turn her into someone she is not. Her heart bends, but never breaks. Her spirit trembles, but does not collapse. She still speaks kindly. She still forgives. She still hopes for goodness, even when the world has not shown her much. This softness is not a weakness. It is a divine protection. Many people respond to pain by closing themselves off, building walls so high that even mercy cannot climb over. But Allah keeps her heart open. He guards it from bitterness, from anger, from the poison of resentment. He takes her wounds and turns them into wisdom. He takes her tears and turns them into strength. She becomes the type of woman whose character grows in the soil of hardship, not the type who becomes hardened by it. Her softness in the face of trials is a sign of deep spiritual resilience. It shows that her faith is not built on comfort, but on trust. She trusts that Allah sees her, hears her, and will compensate her in ways no human ever could. So she continues to choose gentleness, even when harshness would be easier. She continues to give love, even when she has received less than she deserves. And each time she rises after falling, Allah raises her rank. This softness is a mark placed upon her by Allah to distinguish her from the world. Anyone can become cold after pain, but only a woman favored by Allah can remain soft and pure-hearted despite her suffering. This is why her softness is not fragile. It is strength in disguise. It is a sign that Allah is close to her, carrying her through every storm without letting her drown in it. The second mark of a woman favored by Allah is the quiet, effortless wisdom that flows from her. She may not be the loudest in the room, the most educated, or the most experienced, yet when she speaks, her words carry a weight that settles deeply into the hearts of those who hear them. People often find comfort, clarity, or direction simply by listening to her. This is because her wisdom is not borrowed from books or lectures. It is placed by Allah directly into her heart. There is something unique about the way she observes life. She does not rush to judgment. She does not speak impulsively. She listens, reflects, and allows her insight to mature before sharing it. And when she finally speaks, her words feel like they are guided, as if they come from a place beyond her own understanding. This is a spiritual gift, the type of clarity that comes from sincerity and from a heart that Allah Himself illuminates. Her wisdom shows in the advice she gives, in the compassion she shows, and even in the silence she chooses. She knows when to speak and when to remain quiet. She knows which battles matter and which ones are distractions. She knows when to correct someone gently and when to walk away with dignity. These are not skills learned overnight. They are signs of spiritual maturity. They are signs of a heart tuned to divine guidance. Often, she does not even realize how powerful her presence is. She might think she is simply sharing her thoughts, unaware that her words are healing wounds, calming anxieties, or helping someone see a situation from a healthier perspective. People naturally gravitate toward her because they sense something different, a depth, a calmness, a truthfulness that cannot be faked. This wisdom is a mark of Allah's favor. It is how He uses her as a source of guidance for others, not through authority or leadership, but through sincerity and insight. She becomes a mirror reflecting clarity, a bridge connecting understanding, and a light in moments of confusion. And this happens because Allah places on her tongue exactly what needs to be said, exactly when it needs to be said. The third mark of a woman favored by Allah is the atmosphere she carries with her. Some people enter a room and bring noise, tension, or heaviness. But when she enters, there is a quiet shift, almost invisible yet deeply felt. People breathe a little easier. Hearts settle without knowing why. Her presence carries calmness, the way a breeze carries freshness, naturally, without force, without effort. This calmness is not the result of a perfect life. In fact, she may have lived through storms that would break others, but instead of allowing chaos to live inside her, she learned to place her trust in Allah completely. This trust becomes a shield around her. It softens her voice, slows her reactions, and anchors her spirit. Others feel this anchor, even if they do not understand it. Her calmness is contagious because it is real. People often come to her with their problems, not because she has all the answers, but because they feel safe in her presence. She does not judge quickly. She listens with sincerity. She doesn't try to compete, impress, or dominate conversations. Instead, she brings steadiness to them at a time when most people rush, overthink, and overflow with worry. Her peace feels like a rare refuge. What makes her presence so calming is not just her personality. It is her connection with Allah. A heart that remembers Allah becomes a heart at peace, and a heart at peace becomes a source of peace for others. Even when she is hurting, struggling, or overwhelmed, there is a quiet dignity in the way she carries herself. She leans on Allah through difficulty, and that reliance creates a spiritual aura around her. People might not be able to describe it, but they feel it. They feel welcomed, accepted, understood. They feel that with her, they don't need to pretend or be strong. They can simply be themselves. And this is one of the greatest marks of divine favor, that Allah makes her a comfort for others, a reminder of tranquility, and a representation of emotional maturity. Her calmness is not a personality trait. It is a gift, a sign, a reflection of a heart aligned with her Creator. And wherever she goes, this calmness becomes a silent mercy for the people around her. The fourth mark of a woman favored by Allah is found in the quiet, hidden battles no one sees. She does not pretend to be perfect. She has desires, temptations, and weaknesses just like anyone else. She feels the pull of the world, the distractions, the whispers, the shortcuts. Yet even in the moments when choosing ease would benefit her instantly, she chooses Allah instead. This choice is not always dramatic. Often, it happens silently within the heart. The moment she stops herself from saying something hurtful, the moment she walks away from a situation that would harm her soul, the moment she picks patience over reaction, modesty over attention, truth over comfort. These are small decisions to the world, but they are mountains in the sight of Allah. What makes her special is not that she never struggles, but that she struggles for the sake of Allah. She may cry while holding herself back. She may feel lonely when she distances herself from what displeases Allah. She may feel the pain of sacrifice, yet she still chooses the harder path because she knows that every sacrifice made for Allah is returned with something far greater. She is the woman who lowers her gaze even when no one is watching. She guards her heart from becoming attached to the wrong people. She avoids conversations that would corrupt her spirit. She chooses sincerity over show. She seeks Allah's pleasure even if it costs her comfort, relationships, opportunities, or the approval of others. This inner discipline becomes a sign of divine favor. Allah loves the ones who choose Him even when their desires try to pull them away. And so He purifies her heart, strengthens her resolve, and opens doors she could never open alone. Her life becomes proof that faith is not about perfection. It is about direction. Even when she falls, she rises again. Even when she slips, she returns. Even when she feels weak, she calls upon the one who strengthens hearts. Choosing Allah over her desires is her secret strength, and it is one of the clearest signs that Allah has elevated her soul. One of the clearest marks of a woman favored by Allah is the unseen protection that surrounds her. She often thinks certain moments in her life were coincidences, accidents, or random turns of fate. But in reality, these were barriers Allah placed in front of her to keep her safe from harm she never knew existed. She only sees the closed doors. She rarely sees what those doors were saving her from. There are times when friendships suddenly fall apart, when someone she cared deeply for leaves without explanation, when opportunities collapse at the last moment. She may cry, question, or blame herself, wondering what she did wrong. But the truth is deeper and far more compassionate. Not every loss is a punishment. Many losses are divine shields. Allah removes people who would break her, even if she thought she needed them. He blocks paths that seem attractive, but would have led her into regret. He closes doors lightly, but behind those doors were storms she was never meant to face. Her disappointments are not signs of rejection, they are signs of protection. There are moments where she feels her heart pulling towards something that keeps slipping away. She tries to hold onto it, but it keeps moving further out of reach. Only later, often years later, does she understand that Allah was saving her from heartbreak, betrayal, or pain she was not built to endure. What felt like delay was actually distance. What felt like denial was actually safety. This unseen protection extends beyond relationships. It appears in her daily life in ways she doesn't notice. The instinct to avoid a place, the sudden change in schedule that keeps her away from danger, the inner discomfort that tells her someone is not trustworthy. These instincts are not random. They are signs that Allah is guiding her footsteps. He protects her heart as much as He protects her body. When someone speaks ill of her behind closed doors, Allah conceals the harm. When someone wishes to bring her down, their plans collapse before reaching her. When someone tries to corrupt her intentions or pull her into wrongdoing, Allah creates distance without her needing to fight. This divine protection is subtle yet powerful. It is not loud. It does not show off. It does not announce itself. But it operates constantly in the background of her life, shaping her path with wisdom she cannot yet understand. And with every protection comes a lesson. Trust. Trust in Allah's plan, even when it doesn't match her expectations. Trust that what leaves her life was never meant to stay. Trust that what she didn't receive was never written for her. Trust that what she lost was replaced by something greater, even if she cannot see it yet. A woman favored by Allah might not always understand why certain chapters close so abruptly, but she carries one truth in her heart. If it was truly good for her soul, Allah would never let it slip away. If it left, it was not meant for her elevation. And if it stayed, it was written to help her grow. Her life becomes a journey of unseen guardianship, and every time she looks back, she realizes that the moments she questioned the most were the moments she was most protected. The sixth mark of a woman favored by Allah is found in the purity of her love. In a world where people often love with conditions, expectations, and hidden motives, her love stands apart. It is sincere, steady, and rooted in goodness. She does not love others for what they can give her, how they make her look, or how they benefit her life. She loves because her heart was designed to give, nurture, and uplift. Her love is an extension of her iman, not her ego. When she forms a bond, she does so with sincerity. She supports quietly, prays for others privately, forgives easily, and gives more than she ever takes. Her presence becomes a source of healing for the people in her life. They often do not realize it, but she strengthens them simply by being there. Her love becomes a form of safety, a place where others feel understood instead of judged, valued instead of used. But her love is not naive. She sees people clearly. She recognizes flaws, mistakes, and imperfections. Yet she chooses mercy over criticism. She does not hold someone's past against them. She does not weaponize their weaknesses. She loves in a way that reflects Allah's attribute of gentleness. Even when she distances herself from someone for the sake of her peace, she does so without hatred. Her dignity is never compromised, and her character remains intact. This kind of love is rare because it is costly. It requires patience, self-control, faith, and emotional maturity. Most people love only as long as things are easy, but she loves through hardship. She stands by those she cares for during their darkest seasons, not just their joyful ones. Her loyalty is not swayed by public opinion, temporary anger, or frustration. When she loves, she commits wholeheartedly. And because her love is pure, Allah blesses it. He places barakah in her relationships. He brings the right people into her life, those who appreciate her sincerity and return it with respect. He removes those who would drain her spirit or break her in ways she cannot recover from. Her heart becomes guarded by divine care, because Allah knows her love is too valuable to be wasted. Her love also reflects in her dua. She is the kind of woman who prays for the people she cares about even when they are unaware. She asks Allah to ease their pain, guide their steps, and protect them from harm. Her dua is not driven by obligation, but by compassion. Many people in her life are protected and blessed because of her silent prayers. They receive goodness from Allah because her heart asked for it on their behalf. A woman favored by Allah loves with sincerity, but she also loves with wisdom. She knows when to hold on and when to let go. She knows when her presence heals and when it enables harm. She does not chase people, prove her worth, or beg for attention. Her love is precious, and she gives it only where it can grow. This balance of softness and strength makes her love even more rare. Her purity of heart is not a weakness. It is a mark of divine favor. It is the reason she becomes unforgettable to the people she touches. It is the reason Allah fills her life with blessings that others cannot see. Her love becomes a reflection of her soul, sincere, compassionate, loyal, and radiant. And in a world starving for genuine affection, her love becomes nothing short of a miracle. The seventh and most powerful mark of a woman favored by Allah is her relationship with dua. There are women who pray because they are told to, women who pray out of habit, and women who pray only when life becomes difficult. But a woman favored by Allah prays from the depths of her soul. Her dua is not an obligation. It is a lifeline. It is the place where she pours her fears, her hopes, her secrets, and her dreams. And because her heart is sincere, Allah never lets her prayers go unanswered. Her connection with Dai begins long before the world sees any result. In the quiet hours of the night, when everyone else is asleep, she is awake whispering her heart to her Lord. She tells him what she cannot tell anyone. She confesses her weaknesses, her mistakes, and her silent battles. She asks for strength to become better, guidance to stay on the right path, and mercy to cover her shortcomings. She prays for her family, for her loved ones, and even for those who have hurt her. Her dua comes from sincerity, not from pride or desperation. And sincerity is what makes it powerful. Allah listens to her in moments when she feels unheard by people. He responds at times when she feels forgotten by the world. Her prayers travel to the heavens wrapped in truthfulness, and the angels say, Amen to them. Even when she cries quietly, thinking that no one sees her pain, Allah sees every tear, and every tear that falls for His sake becomes a reason for mercy to descend upon her life. Sometimes she does not receive what she asks for immediately. She may wait months, even years, but she never stops praying. She knows that Allah never ignores the voice of a sincere heart. Even if the answer comes in a different form, perhaps He gives her something better. Perhaps He protects her from what she desired. Perhaps He delays it to elevate her spiritually. Or perhaps He stores the reward for the hereafter. But in every scenario, her dua is doing something for her, healing her, protecting her, shaping her, guiding her. There are moments when she feels weak, when her duas feel repetitive, when her hope begins to fade, yet she still raises her hands. She still whispers, Ya Allah, and this consistency is itself a sign of divine favor. Allah allows the hearts He loves to keep returning to Him. He allows the souls He favors to find comfort in talking to Him. Even when her body is tired, her heart is drawn back toward dua like a home she cannot leave. And here lies the secret. Her dua is accepted, not only because she asks, but because of who she is when she asks. She strives to purify her heart. She tries to live with sincerity, honesty, and modesty. She avoids hurting others. She forgives quickly, even when she is right. She repents whenever she slips. She guards her prayers. She tries to please Allah in the smallest of actions, and Allah responds to the kind of heart that is constantly seeking Him. People around her often do not understand why her life seems to be filled with small miracles. Opportunities appear at the perfect time. Hardships lift in unexpected ways. Needs are fulfilled just when she fears running out. Peace arrives even before solutions do. This is not luck. This is the power of a dua-rich life. Her prayers build a shield around her, a path beneath her, and a light before her. Sometimes the signs are subtle. An anxiety suddenly disappears. A problem resolves itself. A danger is removed without her noticing. Other times, the signs are clear and overwhelming. A door she never imagined opens. A blessing she once cried for becomes reality. A heartbreak leads her to something far greater. Every answered prayer reminds her that Allah has never abandoned her, not for a moment. Even in her darkest moments, when pain clouds her vision and hope feels distant, her dua keeps her connected to something greater than her suffering. She knows that the one she calls upon is closer than her jugular vein, and because of this, her heart never fully breaks. It bends, it aches, it trembles, but it does not break. A woman favored by Allah is not defined by the perfection of her life, but by her devotion in prayer. She may feel unworthy at times. She may question her strength, her faith, her patience. Yet Allah continues to respond to her, protect her, and guide her, because He looks at the sincerity of her heart, not the flaws of her past. Her prayers are never ignored, because her heart is never far from Him. And in the end, this becomes her greatest mark. A connection with Allah so deep, so pure, and so consistent that it shapes her entire destiny. If even one of these signs lives within your heart, then understand this: you are not ordinary. Your softness, your strength, your patience, your wisdom, None of it is accidental. Allah has been shaping you in private long before the world ever saw your worth. Every trial you survived, every door that closed, every person who left, every tear that fell, all of it was part of your elevation. Allah has been guarding you, guiding you, and preparing you for a purpose greater than anything you can imagine. So walk with humility, but never with doubt. The marks you carry are not weaknesses, they are proofs. Proof that Allah has placed His special attention upon you. Proof that your story is being written with mercy. Proof that your prayers are building a future far beyond what you can see right now. And remember this: a woman favored by Allah is never forgotten, never unprotected, and never alone. Your journey is only beginning.